Hello everybody, this is the Go-To Family. Today we're in
Venice,
and we're going to do a top things to do and see video right here in Venice. And right now, as you guys can tell, we're on a gondola ride, which is pretty awesome, and this is our number one thing that you should do when you come to Venice.
Gondolas traversing the picturesque canals of Venice are one of the most iconic images in the world. It's hard to think of Venice without its gondolas, and that's for good reason. They have been a part of everyday life for hundreds of years, and were once the main mode of transportation for Venetians to get around. Gondola fares have a standard and are set officially, so you'll not have to worry about negotiating the price of your trip. The rates are 80 euros for a daytime ride and 100 euros for rides after 7 p.m. A gondola can hold 5 to 6 people, and the ride lasts about 40 minutes. For us, the best time to take a ride is around 5 p.m. because the sun is not as hot and the cost of the ride is not as high as the night. Be aware that the canals will be especially busy at this time of the day for those reasons. Second on our list is visiting Piazza San Marco, also known as St. Mark's Square. Considered one of the most beautiful squares in not just Italy, but the world, no trip to Venice is complete without a visit. This brings us to number 3 on our must-visit list, the Correr Museum. It houses objects and works of art that reflect the Venetian culture, history, and art from its foundation until the unification of Italy in the 19th century. Fourth on the list is Torre dell'Orologio. This 14th century clock stands on the north side of St. Mark's Square and is known by its large clock face displaying the hours of the day, phases of the moon, and movement of the sun through the signs of the zodiac. Number 5 is St. Mark's Campanile. It is the bell tower of St. Mark's Basilica and is also located in Piazza San Marco. The Campanile offers beautiful views of the city and also St. Mark's Basilica. The bell tower opens every day from 9:30 a.m. to 9:15 p.m. The last admission is 8:45. Tickets cost 10 euros per adult and is free for children up to 6 years of age. Number 6 on our list of the top things to see in Venice is the centerpiece of the piazza. It is the magnificent St. Mark's Basilica. The Basilica of St. Mark is the most important religious temple in the city of Venice and has always been the center of public and religious life in the city. The construction of the Basilica, which began in 1828 and ended in 1832, was made to house the body of St. Mark the Apostle, brought from Alexandria, who they named protector of the city. Inside, there are over 4,000 square meters of beautiful mosaics that show biblical scenes, episodes from city life, and the St. Mark legend. The architecture blends Byzantium, Romanesque, Islamic, and Gothic influences. Other highlights include the Pala d'Oro, the San Marco Museum, the Treasury, and the Tomb of St. Mark. You can visit St. Mark's Basilica from 9:30 a.m. to 5:15 p.m. and entrance is free. However, there is often a very long line, so we suggest you book skip the line tickets before heading to St. Mark's Basilica. Back outside is number 7 on our list, a visit to Piazza San Marco at dusk or night and seeing the beautiful piazza lit up with lights and people enjoying a night out. This takes us to number 8, a visit to the world-famous Caffè Florian, located under the arcades of the Piazza. It was established in 1720 and is the oldest coffee house in continuous operation in Italy and one of the oldest in the world. It is the perfect place to sit and have a coffee while listening to the band play traditional music. Beware, there is a steep cover charge to sit down and listen to the band play, and drinks are priced considerably higher because of its prime location. Sitting adjacent to the Basilica of St. Mark is number 9 on our list. The Palazzo Ducale is the former residence of the Doge, the supreme authority of the former republic and seat of Venetian government. Built in 1340, the palace is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and one of the most important landmarks in the city of Venice. Besides entering the Palazzo Ducale, which we will do soon, its 2 main facades are worth a stop to admire. While here, head to the famous Bridge of Sighs, which is number 10 on our list. This iconic landmark was built in 1600 and connects the Palazzo Ducale to the historic prison across the canal. It used to transport prisoners to the city jail, but today it is considered one of the best places to snap that perfect picture to remember your time in Venice. Number 11 on our list is visiting the interior of the Palazzo Ducale, or also known as the Doge Palace. The now museum was formerly the Doge's residence and the seat of the Venetian government. It is open every day from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and tickets can be purchased online or at the ticket counter inside. Visitors are welcomed by an impressive golden staircase that leads to the second floor called the Scala d'Oro. You will also visit the Doge's apartments, the courtyard, and the institutional chambers, the armory, and the prisons here. The Doge's apartments are beautifully decorated with works of art by Veronese, Titian, and Tintoretto that depict the city's history. It's the most amazing. This is the biggest oil on canvas in the world. In the Great Council is where over 1,000 people will go to vote to decide the future of Venice. This hall contains the world's largest painting called Paradise by Tintoretto. Number 12 on the list is taking a boat ride on the Grand Canal and the smaller canals of Venice. You can arrange this with a tour guide or rent a vaporetti yourself, but the cost will be much more expensive because it is private. The tour usually lasts about an hour. Alternatively, you can also ride public transport that goes down the Grand Canal, where you can also see the outsides of the beautiful palazios that you wouldn't see walking around the city. Number 13 on our list is the Basilica di San Giorgio Maggiore. One of the most photographed images of Venice, the inside of the church includes notable paintings by Tintoretto over 3 floors. To get a superb view of Venice, we recommend climbing to the top of the Basilica's Campanile. You won't have to worry about climbing the stairs since you can only access the observation deck by elevator. Number 14 on our list is making your own Venetian mask with a local artisan. We made our masks with San Marco 596.
And we had a bit of a problem getting here because, well, if you put Google Maps and you rely on it to be reliable, you might be surprised. So we're kind of sweating, but we're finally here and we're gonna make our very first traditional Venetian masks as a family.
Cutie cat one, it was so cute. I make my kitty cat one, and it's super cute.
Number 15 on our list is buying a Venetian mask from a traditional shop. There are various shops around the city that sell handmade masks that are made in a traditional way. The masks you see on the streets being sold or in souvenir shops are usually plastic copies and imported from other countries. Our favorite shops are Carta Ruga near San Marco and Tragic Comica. Number 16 on our list is the Rialto Bridge. It is the oldest of the 4 bridges spanning the Grand Canal in Venice. It connects the districts of San Marco and San Polo.
As you can see, it's pretty jam-packed up here. There's lots of people taking selfies. So you kind of have to wait for your spot and then pounce whenever there is a free spot here to get your own selfie, your own picture right here. So you're gonna see a lot of jewelry shops here. So if you wanna buy some jewelry, this is definitely one of the top spots in Venice to come and get some jewelry. I'm not sure the prices are the greatest, but definitely lots of shops selling jewelry right here on the Rialto Bridge.
Number 17 on our list is Campo San Giacomo di Rialto, and it has a pretty neat story. So you had to run from the start of the church to the hunchback man over there completely naked, and the community would stand by and throw rocks or tomatoes, I think it was mostly tomatoes and so on, till you actually got to the hunchback, and that was your walk of shame, kind of. If you stole money or you failed to pay your bills back in the time of trading in Venice.
Naked. Naked. I can't.
Number 18 on our list is the Mercato di Rialto.
The market does close a little early, I believe, so you definitely don't want to get here too late. And the market is the old commercial center of Venice. The San Marco area, more like the old political center of Venice, and right here, the old commercial center of Venice, which is why the markets are located on this side of the Rialto. Also important to note that they don't grow anything on the island of Venice. They bring in the fresh produce every day into the market right here.
Number 19 on our list is enjoying Cicchetti. They are small snacks or side dishes typically served at biccaros, bars, and some osterias in Venice. Common Cicchetti includes teeny sandwiches, plates of olives or other vegetables, halved hard-boiled eggs, small dishes of seafoods and meats, and vegetable ingredients laid on top of a slice of bread or polenta. Number 20 on our list is the beautiful Basilica Santa Maria Gloriosa di Frari. This is the largest church in Venice and honestly my favorite. It is located in the Campo di Frari in the San Polo district. This Franciscan church was originally built in the mid-13th century but rebuilt in the Gothic style in the 15th century. It contains many masterpieces of Venetian Renaissance art, notably Giovanni Bellini's triptych Madonna and Child with Saints, and Titian's Assumption and Pesaro Madonna. You can also find the tomb of Titian here, which is a work of art in itself. This basilica is also the burial of many of the famous doges of Venice. Finally, don't miss Donatello's wooden sculpture of St. John the Baptist. Number 21 is the Chiesa and Scuola Grande di San Rocco. The building is the seat of a confraternity established in 1478. The site they chose for their building is next to the Church of San Rocco, which houses the remains of the saint. The Scuola is noted for its collection of paintings by Tintoretto and generally agreed to include some of his finest work. Number 22 on our list is Ponte dell'Accademia. This wooden bridge is one of only 4 bridges to span the Grand Canal in Venice. It offers some of the best views of the Grand Canal and beautiful Grand Palazios in Venice. It connects the Sestieri or quarter of San Marco with the Dorso Duru. Across the bridge is number 23 on our list, and that's the Gallerie dell'Accademia. It's the city's most important art gallery, and it features an impressive collection of pre-19th century art in Venice and northern Italy. Notable works of art are by Bellini, Titian, and Mantegna. Number 24 is the Basilica di Santa Maria della Salute. It is one of the most important religious buildings in Venice, and its striking dome is depicted in most of the city's postcards. Salute, as it is commonly known, was founded in 1631. The basilica was built to commemorate the end of a terrible outbreak of the plague that began in 1630. It killed a large portion of the Venetian population. It was dedicated to Our Lady of Health, Salute in Italian. Number 25 on the list is the Peggy Guggenheim Collection. This modern art museum is located in an 18th century palace, which was once the home of the American heiress Peggy Guggenheim for 3 decades. The collection includes works of prominent Italian futurists and American modernists. Number 26 on our list is Campo Manin. It's named after Daniele Manin, who was a famous Italian patriot, revolutionary, and statesman. He was born in a nearby house, and a monument commemorating his achievements stands proudly in the middle of this square. Number 27 on the list is Palazzo Contarini del Bovolo, and it is one of the most beautiful pieces of architecture in Venice. It feels like a secret place when you find the Palazzio's unique external, multiple arch spiral staircase. It has a remarkable mix of Renaissance, Gothic, and Byzantine styles. Once reaching the panoramic terrace, you will have a 360 view of the city. Number 28 is Teatro La Fenice. This opera house is one of the most famous and renowned landmarks in the history of Italian theater, and in the history of opera as a whole. Number 29 is Chiesa di San Moisè, and it is a Baroque-style church. It was initially built in the 8th century and is dedicated to Moses. The elaborate Baroque facade dating from 1668 is profusely decorated with sculptures and is a must-not miss. Number 30 on our list is the island of Murano.
So we just made our way to Murano, which is a small island next to Venice. It's not very far away. You can take public transport, you can take a taxi to come here. And this is where they make all of the glass that you will see in Venice at all of the shops in the main squares of Venice and all over Venice as well. So this is where it all comes from. You're gonna see tons of little shops here that make glass. So we're just making our way to one right now and just enjoying the kind of more quiet, more serene atmosphere here. Definitely not like in downtown Venice. Much more quiet over here.
Number 31 on the list is Burano Island. It's known for its beautiful lacework and brightly colored, picturesque homes. Murano is 7 kilometers or 4 miles from Venice and is a 45-minute trip from St. Mark's Square by Vaporetto or a Venetian water bus.
So this is gonna do it for our tour of the best things to see and do in Venice. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, leave any questions or comments in the comment section and we will do our best to answer any questions that you might have for us. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.